Good morning, traders. Welcome to this FXDD video on Bitcoin, BTC versus the US dollar. My name is Chris. And before we take a look at this crypto, be aware of the fact that trading, foreign exchange, and global financial markets is considered high risk and may not be suitable for everyone. Please seek the advice of an independent financial advisor for more information on that. And this video is for informational and educational purposes only. All right, Bitcoin versus the US dollar has made a dramatic rise. In the meantime, I'm not sure where we spoke last about this, but I think we were looking at the break of the 21 EMA and whether that indeed could start a bullish momentum, and that certainly did. Look at that. This was the break here above the 21 EMA, and that is when, and close as well. Look at how many times price has tried to break and close above the 21 EMA high, but failed, and it has been in the bearish downtrend for more than a year, in fact. This signaled, in my view, the restart of the uptrend, and surely it moved up a lot from that point. So looking at the monthly candle, I think we see a pretty strong 3-month in a row at this moment, bullish run. So I think more upside is likely at this point, considering the fact that we had a strong uptrend here, and there's likely to be a correction. Moving averages aligned on this monthly candle. Last month's monthly candle had a little bit of wick on top, but considering the volatility was massive, 7,300 low, approximately 13,800 the high. So a huge candle, especially in comparison to these smaller candles. The volatility really back, and three bullish candles in a row, I think, indicates enough to me. This wick I wouldn't be too worried about, but it could indicate a retracement. And last week's weekly candle also has a substantial wick. So I don't see that as the end of the uptrend, but we have already a fractal here. I do think that this could be a spot where maybe some consolidation, maybe some retracement could happen. I mean, I might be wrong, of course. Obviously, everyone can be wrong. And this is just my thoughts at the moment. If it breaks above 13.5, of course, well, then maybe an uptrend is likely again at that point. But for the moment, I think maybe some consolidation for a week or two. Doesn't even have to be that long necessarily, but like here, price going back into the 21 EMA, for instance, could be good. I think that 10,000, of course, levels, a psychological level, this previous top, could be something to reckon with as well. These tops, basically. So let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. There we go. Yeah, it looks pretty impulsive, this downside. So we might see some corrective pattern like this in a wave C. Maybe we could see a bearish ABC zigzag pattern, for instance, on Bitcoin 4-hour chart, excuse me. This is the 1-hour chart. All right. Yeah, so for the moment, I think that if price does break through this support trend line, that a bearish breakout is likely as part of that ABC, but I would expect price to bounce at 10K, maybe the long-term moving average, maybe 9, maybe 8.3K, any of those levels really. Difficult to say at this point what price will use. But this month, we could see, I think, price move lower because of that wave C, make a bounce, and then continue maybe this month or next month or September with that uptrend again. What I would be looking for are bullish candlestick patterns in this zone or a rebreak above the 21 EMA. All of that could indicate that the uptrend is back. Well, I should say the uptrend is already back into play, but should indicate that the retracement is over and a continuation in that case is likely. That's what I mean. All right, so let's see how it depends a little bit also on the price action here, of course, what kind of patterns. For the moment, though, ABC, in my view, the most likely pattern. I would expect a bounce, retracement, not too deep, maybe to the 50, 38, and then a continuation up to the new high. So let's take a look what kind of target that could be. All right, so price has already hit the minus 61.8 target. Let me put a fib from here to here. Or maybe from here to here. All right, there we go. So likely bouncing spot 50, for instance, right? 50 fib, 61. So the next target, maybe 15,000. Maybe this minus 272 target, 15,800. Maybe even a minus 61.8 target and a retest of the previous top, which, keep in mind, 15,000 and the previous top, those are likely to be resistance levels and could be bouncing spots, and there could be reaction to that previous high. So that could be the next targets, I think, for the moment on Bitcoin versus the US dollar. Now, the only way I wouldn't see this as bullish anymore is if price really breaks below the 21 EMA on the weekly chart, for instance. So that does not seem likely at this point. So as long as price stays above 6,500, I remain bullish. Unless it really pushes all the way down there, of course, in that case, that would change the perspectives drastically. All right, more, of course, webinars you can find with FXDD through these links. Top link is a live trading webinar. Bottom link is live educational webinars from Nenad and myself. And of course, if you don't want to miss anything, subscribe to the FXDD YouTube channel where you will get all the updates from Nenad and myself, webinars and videos. Wish you all good trading and talk to you soon. Cheers.